Have you discerned who's your golden connection? A golden connection is any person God uses as a link to a desired change. All right, I'm going to run through 7 things quickly that you should know about your golden connection. All right, the first one is that a golden connection is any person God uses to link you to a desired change. Number 2, you cannot succeed without a golden connection. Number 3, your golden connection may not necessarily be a personal friend. Number 4, the golden connection may be your link for a moment, not for your whole lifetime. So you're going to have to grab a hold of them when you meet them. Number 5, when God sends a golden connection into your life, He is creating changes that benefit you. Number 6, the golden connection may be nameless, powerless, and even appear insignificant. Number 7, your golden connection may recognize let me go back over that. Your golden connection may not recognize your value until the passage of time. So that's 7 little things that you could take note of to know if you are recognizing your golden connection. I live my entire life based on the law of recognition. You know how they have the law of gravity? I showed you that before, where if I drop this pen, it's going to drop. If Joe drops his pen, it's going to drop, because that's how gravity works, right? It doesn't care who's applying it. Well, there's also the law of recognition. And I really feel like if we as a people can recognize the people that God has put in our lives, we would be better off for it. So for instance, if there's a wrong person in your life, if you recognize that right away and you correct that matter, you will miss out on a whole bunch of mishaps and misdeeds, okay? So there's a saying that goes like this: when wrong people leave your life, wrong things stop happening. So that's one thing that you need to know. Now, for instance, coming back to the golden connections. This one that says that the golden connection might be nameless, powerless, and even appear insignificant. Those are usually people that are behind the scenes that you wouldn't think would be able to link you to anything. Like, for instance, if you go to, like, let's say if I go to this movie premiere, and I might be trying to meet maybe the star of the movie, right? And there's the janitor that's cleaning the bathroom. And you might say, oh, he doesn't have any connection. He's the janitor. He would be the one that would be your golden connection. He's nameless, he's powerless, and he even appears insignificant. But he's got his wires grounded, like Mama used to say, right? And then the other one, where it says that your golden connection may not recognize your value until the passage of time. I've had a lot of people that have come through my life that did not realize that I was the golden connection for them to something. It doesn't have to be something major, just a change in their life. And they may not have recognized that I was their golden connection until after I have long exited their life, because they just kind of move in, they use you up for what you are, and then they move on. So I try not to be that type of person in people's life. I try not to just like step into people's life, use them for what I could get, and move on. I try to create lasting relationships, you know? So the golden connection may not necessarily be a friend. Isn't that the truth? I mean, Sherry Shepherd is not my friend. Let's not get it twisted. Sherry Shepherd is a wonderful, beautiful, kind associate. You know, I know her because I went on Periscope and I badgered her into coming to my house, and she came out of the goodness of her heart. And when she came here, she met love from all of us. And then Sherry Shepherd has been used so many times in her life that she can smell a user from a distance. So I make sure that everything that I'm doing when I'm in Sherry Shepherd's presence is that I'm giving. I'm never taking from her. Like, for instance, to go to the movie premiere, I know Sherry Shepherd could have bought her own tickets, but I invited her and I really wanted her to come. So I'm like, hey, I can buy Sherry Shepherd's tickets no matter what it takes. I'm going to comp Sherry Shepherd so she can come to this event, not have to worry about having to pay and all that stuff. Even in the reverse, when I go to Sherry Shepherd's, the play that she's doing right now, Sherry Shepherd could comp my tickets, because she's always putting things on Instagram saying if you mention Sherry Shepherd's Instagram special or whatever she put out there, you can get in free. I never do that, because for $15 I can't pay to come in the presence of somebody so beautiful and so giving. Are you crazy? You know that part where it says that the golden connection may not be in your life for a lifetime, but only for a moment? I'm very aware of that. That's why I use every opportunity that I have to get with Sherry Shepherd. I mean, she was running that play all through March and I didn't know. Then she invited me and I went twice in April. And yet I'm going to get, well, I think once was in May. You guys know I went twice, in a 2-week period. And then I'm going on the very last showing because that might very well be the last time that I can see Sherry again in these familiar terms. I'm very aware of the fact that this could be for a moment and not for the rest of my life. Although the lady that I met at the last function says once Sherry's in your life, you can't shake her loose. So it might be, but I don't want to take that for granted. Likewise with Mario. Mario is such a sweetie, and I hope he's in my life forever. But I'm very aware that if Mario moves up and move on out to some other state, I might not get to see Mario as often as I want to see Mario. So that's why whenever he's coming to town and he lets me know, or if he's coming near town, I make it my business to go see him and to make him feel special and make him feel loved. So I'm teaching you all of this today just so that you can sit down and make a list of the people that's in your life, all right? We want to be better human beings, right? Make a list of the good and the bad ones. Sam, even put your SIL on that list, all right? And just put them in the category where you feel like they should go. This one's causing disturbance in my life. This one's, making me feel good. And then you start to go through the names and you pray about it. And you ask God, which one is my golden connection? And I also feel that Sharon is the golden connection for Jada and Colin, and even for me to a degree, but more so for Jada and Colin. And I feel like each and every one of you that comment here at the vlog, that care about what I go through, that care about what each other. I see you guys comment to each other when Sam says I need prayer, and you guys go to him and say, we're praying, Sam. I mean, we have a little community going here, and the vlogging that I do is not just for the sake of vlogging. It's to reach out. That's what I always wanted for my vlog, to reach out to people. And that's why I'm so excited that I can go live now, because I can go live anytime I please. As long as the phone is charged, I'll go live. And if you come on, you come on. If you don't, you don't. But at the end of it, I will always just delete it when it's done. I don't know, maybe in the future I'll start keeping my live videos up, but we'll see. So let me tell you what happened today, because this is already the evening. It's almost time to go to the gym. Me and Joe did another fruit day today for our eating plan. And keep in mind that I'm not trying to crash diet. I'm just trying to slim my tummy and my hips down for when I put on that dress. And the dress is not tight by any means. I can sit, breathe, do anything I want to do in it. But, when you're standing on a red carpet, or even if I'm not on a red carpet, when you're out in public like that, you want to feel your best, right? And so far, the red dress has won. So what I'm going to do on Saturday is put on the red dress. And if I feel comfortable in it and I don't feel self-conscious, I feel confident, then I'll leave it on. If not, I'll switch to the other one that makes me feel more confident. So you guys, I'm going with what you picked, but Saturday will decide. It depends on how I feel when I wake up. So Joe went to the auction today. He went looking for this Hyundai Santa Fe, kind of like what we had with a 6-cylinder. And this lady came and drove the bid up so darn high. Joe says, I should have bought the thing for the price that they were asking, because sometimes they have an asking price that you can just go and buy it and not have to go to the auction. But Joe thought he could get it for less. And the lady drove it up like $300 to $400 more than the asking price that the people wanted originally. She's stupid. Maybe she works there. Who knows? And then he was looking at this beautiful, Joe, what's the name of the car? Kia Amante. I always have to say Ashanti to remember. Oh, that car was beautiful. If he had won that car, I would have thrown my Tahoe in the trash. And I like my Tahoe. But he didn't win that. That one went for like $32 or $3,300. If I buy that, what can I really sell it back for? I have to keep my stuff on the cheap so that people could actually come and buy it. So he ended up winning a Kia Sedona, which is like a van, Sedona. And it's outside. I'm going to take you outside and let you take a look at it. It's white. We have to scrub the seats. It seats 6. But we are going to use this to go to the premiere because, hey, it's going to be comfortable, because the Tahoe doesn't have the third bench. So the 3 people in the back have to kind of like, push up against each other. And we're taking Colin, Lewis, and Jada. And so it's going to be great to just use that vehicle that seats 6. And everybody can have their little captain seats or bucket seats or whatever they're called. And we're going to get it cleaned up and put it for sale right away. So far, everything's working on it, but Joe wants, Sergio to give it the once over. It's very low in miles. How many miles, boo?
93,000.
93? 93,000 miles for a 2004 Kia Sedona. It's a little minivan, but it's gorgeous. So anyways, oh, I wanted to tell you guys a story. Picture this. summer. I don't remember how many years ago, but it was like 2 or 3 years ago. Joe, Jada, and I were driving down the freeway about 8 miles away from home. It was a hot summer day, and we got a flat tire. So we pulled over. No sooner had we pulled over in the dirt that some car pulled up behind us, and it was this little Mexican guy, young guy, probably 28, 30 the most. And he got out of his car and he's talking all Spanish, and I only understand a little bit of Spanish, but he was offering to help. So I told him that, you know, we had all the tools to do, you know, to change a tire, but thank you so much for offering to help. And so, because I figured he would have the same tools, you know, and Joe could do it, you know, Joe was there. To tell you the truth, I was kind of scared that the guy could be the killer. Not because he looked like the killer, but because how many of us know, Diana, that sometimes the killer doesn't look like the killer, right? And Jada's like, what's he gonna do on the side of the freeway? I'm like, shoot us? You know, he can do anything. And so I was like pinching Jada. And so Jada's like, calm down, mom, calm down. So the guy takes out a hydraulic jack and he jacks up the car like in seconds. Then he takes out one of those battery operated tools that goes to the nuts and go and takes everything off. Inside of 3 minutes, this guy had this tire changed. I mean, it was a hot day, but we wouldn't have died because we had water. We would have been very uncomfortable for that 15 minutes that it may have taken for Joe to change a tire with the old-fashioned jack and the old-fashioned, you know, wrench or whatever. But this guy stopped and just helped us, you know, so I was starting to feel very convicted by God because I'm like, man, I really misjudged this guy. He's not the killer, right? He just really wanted to help to get us out of the heat quickly. And so I asked him his name. You will not believe what this guy said his name was. He said, my name is Emmanuel. I started to cry. Tears were falling to the ground. I think it was right at the same time that, you know, the cancer had come back to my mom or whatever. And then Jada was like, why are you crying? And I said, because Emmanuel means God in our midst, you know, or God amongst us. And so the guy just kind of smiled and he left. But I never forgot. I even took the pictures that you saw in the story that I was telling to show you that this guy's legit, you know?
Makes sense because most people are coming up that way and they never come down that way.
Mm-hmm.
What you wearing?
Custom made.
You guys remember when I did this skirt for my show? Can you see it, Joe? Joe's always looking at me and not looking through the viewfinder. So I'm all jeans down today, okay? Look at my tree, guys. It's looking so full and beautiful. This tree was so lame when we first got it. So what you wanted me to do now? This is the part about buying these cars. You want to win the bid so badly, and then when you win it, it's like, oh my God, I hope I did not get a bucket. Oh my God. Oh my God.
It's really.
There's a lot of OMG moments, huh? Especially when you don't have like a nest egg. We need a nest egg, Joe.
When you got limited cash.
I think I'm gonna sell my gold so we can have a nest egg. No, I'm not gonna sell any more of my gold. Everything I have is what mommy gave me. Are you kidding? I can't sell my gold. I'm gonna start selling my blood. I have primo blood.
I would go like what's the guy name?
O negatives, RH. What do you call the next thing? CMV negative. Everything negative in my blood. The news people want to know if Trump was like running for class president or something. The way he is carrying on, this is a witch hunt.
I hate that thing where he's like, oh, what did he say? Like, I'm the first president who's ever been treated so horribly. And I was like, JFK got shot in the head, man. His brain matter was everywhere. No, you were not the worst. You were not treated the worst, buddy. You're just being caught up in your lies because you're a freaking idiot. It's amazing how someone so stupid could have so much money. If he has money. Wasn't he begging for money recently for something?
I think the taxes are going to show us if he has money. I don't think he's this billionaire that they say he is. You know?
He might have money because of his what he owns, his real estate, but it's like not there, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he doesn't have it all liquid. That's why he's so hungry for money all the time.
That's why he's willing to lick poop.
It takes a lot of money to keep up that front.
Right? Right?
Not like us. We sell a car, we make $300. Yes, we're rich! We're rich!
Right? It's a good boost to confidence. It's like, yeah, we did it. We're in. All right.
I was just editing the vlog for tonight, right? And I just went through the clip when that guy came and helped us with that tool, that power tool. And it dawned on me. We should all have that in our cars. He had that stuff in his car because he was a mechanic. But why can't we buy a battery operated, what's that thing called? Is that a drill? Right? A drill?
Drill gun?
Joe, what is that thing?
What do you call that? The ones they used to.
Compact wrench.
Okay.
We should all buy that, and we should all buy a hydraulic jack.
I have the jack. That's
You have
all.
you have the old school one?
Yeah. I put it in the garage. It's still mine. I need it back.
They're fighting over the one hydraulic jack that we have
two,
in
but
the
the
house.
second one's kind of busted.
Yeah, so we should all, like I have the money to buy this, but we should save towards this. And we should all put this, especially in your daughter's car. If you have a daughter like Jada that goes all over the damn place, she should have a hydraulic jack and one of those things.
Because those jacks they give you in the cars are awful.
Maybe that's why the guy came into my life for that brief moment, not just to change that tire and get us out the sun, but to tell us, man, it took us like 3 years to learn this. So quickly, Jory just came back from his friend's graduation, right? And so Joshua's first question was like, was there any fights?
No, did you get in any fights?
Did you get in any fights?
Specifically, not other people.
We got in a fight for, help me out, Jory's graduation?
Jory's.
And Jada's.
Yeah.
Almost Jada's, right?
Almost Jada's.
But Jory's, I remember
Did
vividly.
we fight for the one for Auntie Jenny? Did we fight anybody on that one? No? Okay.
I remember Jory's vividly because when we got to the stadium, arena, wherever they had
There's
the
a little
thing.
outdoor thing with bleachers.
It was at the school, right?
Yeah, it was at the school.
We asked this one lady, are those seats taken? They were bleachers. And she's like, no, my family's not going to come after all, so you can have it. So on the end, it was Joshua, then Joshua's friend Jalal, then Effie, my cousin Effie, and then Jada was there, right?
Yes.
Jada was somewhere in there, then me, then Joe.
Yes, that it was.
Joe's brother and his nephew was going to come to the graduation, but they didn't arrive yet. And so we're like jamming in this space. We're kind of sitting broad so we could save space for the brother and the nephew without putting jackets and stuff because they say don't do that, right? So like 30 minutes in, right when the thing's going to start, the girl does this to me. She elbows me. So I must have been next to her then. And I'm like, what's up? And she goes, get up because my family came and we want back our seat. I was like, oh, hell no, it doesn't work like that. They say don't save any seats for anybody, and there it is. I asked you. I didn't just come take it and demand it. You gave it to me. No takes backs. How do you think? No takesies?
No take backs.
No take backs. Yeah. So
no takesy backsies.
The family member that came looked like a cholo thug, and he came up to Joshua and he goes like this on his shoulder. Hey man, get up. And so I looked at Joe. Joe was like right. Well, Joe was next to me this way.
This way.
So Joe was on this
Daddy
side.
had to jump across everybody.
So how did the girl elbow me? She might have reached behind Joe and tapped me on the elbow. And so I touched Joe and I said, he touched your son. Joe leapt over all those laps. My lap, Jada's lap, Effie's lap, Jalal's, and Joshua's. And he had the guy in his collar like this. And he was going to punch that guy down a flight of stairs. And the little security looked like he was 12. He came up to Joe and he's like, "Whoa!" And Joe says, "Oh no, they're not going to take no seats here. You know, we asked." And so the guy was like, "Okay, man, okay, bro, I don't want no trouble, bro." And he left. And after that, we watched our backs, of course, because we ain't stupid. And so that was the fight at Jory's graduation. Jory was kind of embarrassed, but who the hell cares? We fight over seats because we don't disrespect the rules about the seats.
Right.
So, then we fought at Jada's too, but I
one.
can't remember what that must. That I remember what it was. It was in Citizens Bank Arena for Jada's. And Joel, what happened for Jada's when we fought? You remember?
Somebody.
It was something again about mining seats, right?
Yeah, I said they got somebody coming. I thought you crazy.
Yeah, but that didn't come to almost.
Yeah,
blows,
that one didn't come to blood.
And Jada felt proud. The difference between Jory and Jada was proud.
I would have been proud too.
You can't sit there because we got people.
That's why I don't like to go places where the people mind seats, because we don't mind those seats. And if I'm going somewhere and somebody say, "Can you mind my seat for me?" Nah, we don't play that. We don't mind seats for nobody either. It goes both ways, you know.
I hate that feeling of I gotta watch the seat.
Anyways, guys, good night on this one. You'll see me live more often. I'll see you tomorrow night with another vlog. Remember, I'm getting ready. I'm already painting my nails, everything. Getting ready for this premiere. And yeah, tomorrow's going to be a day of just prepping. I wish Jada could find some hair dye to dye my hair black. Joshua, buy me some hair dye.
I'll buy you some dime out. Remember, every time you go to a graduation, always keep your dukes up.
When the red button is on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, guys, see, I'm doing it.
Very, very
Ready.
boat. Splash.
So it's Splash?
Yeah.